Let us talk a little bit about property management because sometimes, reading the reviews on our website in particular, and just in general, speaking to people, you're getting an impression that not everybody even understands what it is that a property management company does or should be doing, the difference between a good property management company and a not so good one. So let's talk a little bit about that. What does a property management company actually do? And what should we look for when we want to find a property management company?
Yeah. So what a property management company does is they're the ones who are in charge of a property for a rental. So if you're a prospective tenant, the property management company is going to be the one in charge of the house, and they're going to be the ones that are going to put you through the screening process. They're also going to be the ones that collect the rent, collect the deposit, make sure that the rules that are being followed in terms of if an owner has rules that they want followed. They're also going to be the ones that are in charge of maintenance and making sure that any maintenance issues are addressed in a timely fashion for the person living in the house. And so that's, if overall that's what they do. I think that most people's idea of a property management company is a company who makes sure that the maintenance issues and make sure that the property is maintained in a proper way while they live there.
Okay, so how do I choose one?
The best way, I think, is similar to how we would choose a good contractor, and that's to ask for a referral. If you have a referral, someone with experience, that's fantastic. Assuming you don't have a referral, then what we need to do is we need to look at reviews. And it's tricky with property management companies in particular when you're the homeowner looking to hire a property manager to take care of your home. Because what happens is there's the reviews that we see most frequently are reviews from tenants who are frustrated with the property management company. And tenants who are frustrated, maybe they're frustrated with the policies of the homeowner that the property manager is just enforcing. Maybe they're frustrated with the property management company because the property management company isn't accepting a late rent payment. And so they leave a bad review. So we have to be cautious when we're looking to hire a property management company to actually work for us. We need to make sure that the reviews we're seeing are reviews that reflect the opinion of the homeowner as opposed to the tenant. Okay, because what might make a tenant upset might actually be the will of the homeowner. And so what we want is a property management company that's going to do our will as the homeowner and make sure that our rules are followed out and carried out according to the way we ask. And so we have to be cautious about how we look at reviews when it comes to property management companies in that way. But the other thing is we want to make sure that the property management company has a great web presence, because as they screen tenants, as they go out and actively look for tenants for our property, we want to make sure that they have a great digital presence. We want to make sure that they have proper screening in place, so that we know that our tenants have the ability to pay the rent and have the financial resources to make timely rent payments. And then we also want a property management company that will know and understand the maintenance side of keeping our house up to date and current, because when we do get a great tenant in our property, we want to keep them happy by having a house that's well maintained. And if any maintenance issues do crop up, we want to rest assured that the property management company is going to handle those in a timely way and also in a cost-effective way for us as the homeowner. So those are the things that we want to look at as we look to hire a property manager.
Is there a set fee or an approximate fee that a homeowner, let's say, should expect to be paying to a property management company to manage his or her property or properties?
Yeah. So there is no set fee. Different property managers are free to charge whatever amount they like for their services. But I do think that there's some I guess maybe some accepted normals in terms of fees. I think that most property managers will charge a homeowner to place a tenant. And what that means is that the house is empty and we're going to go out and get a tenant. We're going to screen them, make sure they're good, get all the applications, and get them moved in. That would be considered placing a tenant. And they do charge for that. I know that one thing that I commonly see is 1 month's rent for the tenant. So imagine if the rent for the property is $1,000 a month, then you might expect to pay around $1,000 to get a tenant placed in your property. That's not always the case. It could be more, it could be less, but I think that that's kind of something that you would expect to see. And then there's also an ongoing fee, an ongoing property management fee, and that is usually some percentage of the gross monthly rent. So again, taking $1,000 monthly rent as an example, you might expect to see a 10%, 8% of the rent as a monthly fee. So that could be anywhere, from $80, $100 a month, given that the rent's $1,000 a month, but something percentage-wise tied to the gross rent. And then there may also be additional charges if the property manager has to handle an eviction. There could be additional charges for any maintenance that the property manager handles as well. So those would be on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, got you. Thank you very much for that answer. And now a two-folded question, last but not least, because when I answered into my previous question, you said that there are two sides of a coin, so to speak, when we are talking property management companies. First are the reviews and opinion and so on of those who rent, and second, that there are reviews and opinion and so on of those who actually own the home and hire this company to manage the property. So let's say that a property management company is not doing what it is supposed to be doing. What can a renter do in such a situation? What options does a common, usual, regular renter has? And what can a homeowner do when a property management company doesn't perform or doesn't fulfill its obligations?
Yeah. From a tenant perspective, when a property management company isn't doing what they're supposed to do, usually that's related to maintenance. And say the tenant brings up a maintenance issue, for example, my air conditioner's not working. Okay, that's a common issue that we see in Texas, where of course it's very hot. The air conditioner's not working, and let's say the property manager is very slow to respond. It takes days to even get a call back, and then even more days to get somebody out there, and then let's say even more days to get the issue resolved. That the property manager is not doing a very good job managing that process, managing that maintenance issue. So from a tenant side, usually you would want to raise that up through the property management company. If you have a point of contact there, you might ask to speak to a manager. You want to raise the flag and let them know that you're not happy there. Ultimately, I do think leaving an online review is a good thing. As a property owner, I would want to know if my tenants weren't getting maintenance properly. And so leaving a review might be that tenant's way of kind of letting the world know that my issues aren't being resolved. And maybe the homeowner can key in on that and help the tenant get that maintenance issue resolved. Because believe it or not, a lot of times the homeowners and the tenants want the same thing, and the property manager can be the bottleneck. So the tenant does need to kind of raise the flag on any issues that are going unresolved. And on the other side of the coin, usually when homeowners have a problem, it's the same thing. The property manager is not handling the maintenance issues the way the homeowner would like, because the homeowner wants to make the tenant happy because they want the tenant to stay. And so they want those issues handled as well. So maintenance is a big issue, and the homeowner has to hold the property management company accountable in terms of maintenance logs and making sure that once a complaint gets reported, that it's resolved in a timely fashion. So the homeowner does have some responsibility there to stay on top of the property manager, Take your time, make sure you're choosing the right company to do business with. That the right company to do business with makes all the difference, and it can make for a much better experience when it comes to your home remodel, and also at the same time when it comes to property management. You're going to be doing business with these people, and you want to make sure that the relationship's a good fit. So take the time to do that and make sure there is a good fit there. That's my biggest piece of advice.
Okay, well, Colby, thank you very much.